For real?
Yeah.
Holy. Wow, that's a big dump.
I mean, in this case, you should definitely be taking it apart piece by piece.
Idiots. Hi everyone, my name is Benjamin. I'm a development technician.
My name is Cuong. I'm the senior manager for Host Products.
My name is Tony. I'm a validation manager of a gas appliance manufacturer. Today we're going to watch videos of people doing things wrong.
Ready for the first one?
Ready.
All right.
Let's do this. Oh, we got roofers.
Look at this.
I was a roofer for a while.
Going home!
Oh!
I know it!
No!
I wouldn't do that. Wow, it's gonna be a big hole on the roof now.
I've been hired to remove a chimney, and it is a pain in the butt.
The proper way to take down a chimney would not be by pushing the whole thing over at once. You probably want to take it down in sections, use a little bit more common sense with safety.
Aside from the safety, the best thing to do when you're removing a chimney, as tedious as it is to just go brick by brick. All right, we got, probably more roofers.
Watch it, baby, watch it. Wow, that's a big dump.
They probably don't have a whole lot of bricks to clean up.
I mean, in this case, you should definitely be taking it apart piece by piece and, once again, not pushing the whole chimney down at once.
I would avoid that again.
Renovated this house, 2008
Okay, we
building.
got a
It had two back-to-back
installation
wood-burning
here.
fireplaces that thankfully the owners never used. You follow these flues all the way up. Never exited the house.
Wow.
Terminated in the attic with a scrap piece of plywood and cardboard. If they would have used these fireplaces, could have possibly burnt down the house.
They just put a piece of
Or
plywood
killed the
over top.
inhabitants.
Oh my
Never
God.
know what you're gonna find when you take apart somebody else's work.
For sure. That is crazy.
For real?
Yeah.
Holy.
Ultimately, the byproducts of combustion have to go somewhere. They have to be vented to the outside.
Once wood reaches a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius, the water is going to evaporate, and then it doesn't need a spark to catch fire, it just needs heat. So as long as the heat up there is going to be in excess of 100 degrees Celsius, it'll start burning your attic down, your house will burn down. Please don't do that.
Yeah.
Arturo, this
Definitely illegal.
is not, this is against OSHA.
Oh yeah, the old salamander in the house.
OSHA says no. You understand? No, what the Ay, what the
That's a propane heater. They try to heat up for the drywall inside.
I gotta say,
Listen.
that's not the first time I've
That
even
OSHA
seen that.
is not on the job today.
Yeah, definitely don't want to be putting a site heater on top of combustible materials. That's a quick way to start a fire.
Let's not do that.
Typically, I see they use an electric heater.
For a house that doesn't have any HVAC, you want proper site heaters. Obviously, you want them installed properly.
Aside from the fumes and the obvious, hazards related to that, let's not put flames in the house like that. Jeez.
This one's really cool. Very interesting.
Doing a pre-drywall inspection here.
Here's your
We're going to
framing.
follow this little half wall right here. We're in the RV bay, the garage. And it goes all the way over here. But you see it's supported here. All of these trusses, they all rest on top of
One
here.
top plate.
And that's why we don't need hangers right here. Okay? But what's supporting this end? Literally just
Couple of
this
nails.
nail right here. There's no hanger, there's no studs, there's no support carrying the weight from across to here.
So we need jack studs in there to give it something to rest on, maybe a hanger.
That is one of the disasters waiting for happen.
I'm not a framer, but even I know that that's not right.
What should we do now?
That's good. Electrical standpoint, I think this one's going to be pretty interesting.
Oh, wow. We're creative. Oh my God.
pure laziness.
By looking at that, I would say that that's probably not how you're supposed to do a junction box.
First of all, it is not meet any safety building code, and it's costly. What are you doing?
Hey, if there's any electricians out there that think that's a good idea, let us know in the comments.
Here's another one. It's unfortunate, but you probably see fairly often.
Good reason to cap and screen your flute. Oh, looks like there was a couple. Oh, that's sad.
Wow, dead bird. Wow, they seem like it go in there and make a nest.
Any terminals like that, terminations at the top of your house where, you know, critters or birds or squirrels or anything can get in, put some screening up around it.
I've actually even seen terminals where birds have actually bitten right through the stainless steel mesh and made a nest inside the terminal. So you should definitely be inspecting them yearly to look for those sorts of things.
Part of your duties when you're a homeowner, if you're going around, check your gutters, checking your eaves troughs, have a look at your terminals, make sure that they're safe to keep any animals out, because that's pretty sad to see.
Here's a very interesting one.
Oh!
This one I don't know why it's sparked, honestly.
Get rid of that. Bad.
Yeah, electrified ductwork. I haven't seen that before, but I've seen many other things become electrified.
Everyone's seen a guy on the job site like this before.
This next one is for to be chopped off at an angle.
Yeah, what's the angle?
Well, the long side. Long side is 10 and 2/4.
And 2/4.
And the short side is, I'd say about
I don't know what's going on here.
the other side.
About a battery.
Wow. Love it. Love the guy.
What do you even say to that? What do you say to that? Don't use batteries for measuring devices?
Just send those guys home. That's where I would just start there. Look, bud, I don't think you've ever done this before. We all make mistakes. Not everyone knows everything. But if you don't know what to do, reach out, find someone that knows what to do, or, you know, hire a professional. In the end, it's probably cheaper for you to pay someone to at least tell you or do something properly than to end up suffering the consequences of failure or mistakes. So be safe and work smart.
I'm not the expert, but you know, if I would install any professional appliance, I would hire a professional and get the right crew to go in to do the right job.
Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, always be safe, follow the manufacturer's instructions so you don't end up on one of our videos.
See you in part 2.